Okay, so we're going to be making a quick video. This is my 76 C10, and we are pulling out this battery tray because it looks disgusting, but it's savable. I mean, it's rusty, but it's not rusted through, so it's going to be recoverable. We've got 2 bolts here, and then 3. There's one down there in that little crevice. There it is. Yeah, right there. That one. And it's just down here at the very bottom of this strip, if it'll focus. Okay, it don't focus. But the way that I'm gonna get to it is I'm probably gonna have to shove a 1/2-inch wrench up underneath the bumper and get to it right there. Yeah, see, now you can see it better. That's just right here up underneath the bumper. So I'll go ahead. Hang out there and don't run off. By the way, it's a 1/2 inch. All the bolts are all 1/2 inch on this one. If you got a different year, it might be different. Kind of weird. These 2 bolts over here are actually different. So the one with the square end, kind of flat end, goes towards the back. Maybe the front. Oh, no, I don't know. Should pay closer attention. But I'm pretty sure that this little pointy one. Yeah, this little pointy one just came out. So, you know, I guess it doesn't really matter. They're probably both the same threads. Yeah, so the holes look the same, so it'll be fine. There's actually one more bolt that I forgot to mention. It's over here. It holds the coolant reservoir to the battery tray, and it's a little bit smaller. We'll figure it out in a second. Which we'll go ahead and pull that. See, these two look the same as the pointy one, so that flat one must have been an aftermarket something or other. I don't know. Just help get everything lined up, maybe. Okay. I'm gonna guess maybe a 3/8. Bingo. Something about a blind squirrel getting a nut or something. Yeah. I think that's how the saying goes. Even a blind squirrel gets a nut every once in a while. Yeah, so there's your smaller screw, which a lot of these really kind of look like garbage, so I'm hopefully going to try to clean them up too, and get the whole thing looking in good shape. Yeah, it's just that last bolt. I'm going to try to reach it with the ratchet from the bottom down here. The ratchet may or may not reach. So, yeah, just if the ratchet doesn't get up on there very good, then I'll use a wrench or something. So, as you can see, my arm's kind of precarious. It just barely reaches up in there. So you got a nice long ratchet. Might be in better shape using it. Okay, so it would appear that I don't know how to work the camera. There's an accidental cut there. Right back over here. That should have been all out. Okay, so there is another one. So there's the 3 right here running straight down. There's the 2 that go this way over into the wall, or the whatever that is, the side of the fender here. And then here in the wheel well, there's another one down on the bottom, like kind of at this corner right here, that comes up through the wheel well into the tray. Be that right there, and that looks like another 1/2-inch bolt. Yeah. Okay. Even if I never post this video, this is going to be awesome for when I'm trying to put stuff back together. I won't have to worry about trying to remember anything. got a couple of hawks or something. Maybe, but I don't know, they look more like hawks, but they're up there screaming, circling me. No, they're not actually circling me. There's a dead critter over there in the yard. Okay. That should include all of the bolts. That's all the bolts I could see. So, this feels loose. Took our little wire bundle right here. Just kind of shimmy it out. Sweet. Yeah, so I figured step one should be to go ahead and use an air compressor and blast all of it off. Well, filthy rich man. If I even knew somebody that had access to one, I'd probably try one of those dry ice cleaners because those look super cool. But this is probably going to be a wire brush, maybe a wire wheel type situation. A little bit of sandpaper with old-fashioned elbow grease and all that stuff. If I do anything fancy, I'll put it in the video. Otherwise, I'm just going to skip all that because it's going to be long and boring. Okay, so after probably the majority of it was prep work, and then I had to set up a little heater in the garage to let it all cure for a while. But that's kind of the final product. I may or may not actually video the install. I'll just take some pictures or something because it's gonna go in the exact same way that it came out. Just the 2 bolts that go in the front here, one on the back, one that goes down there, and that comes up through the fender well. These 2, bolt this back in. And all the bolts, they're not quite perfect. You know, that one's not perfect, but I just they'd look really awful, so I kind of sanded them off real quick. And instead of trying to tape all the threads up and do all that and go way out of my way to make sure they didn't get painted, I just took a piece of cardboard and stuck them through, and that held them all in place and let me kind of paint the tops and the washers way easier. So, make life easy. She's just about ready to go back in. Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I've realized something. This little short bolt is in fact not the one that goes in there. It would be this longer bolt is what actually goes in here, because this does not go like this. It isn't really lined up that way. It goes this way, I believe, because that way it actually kind of fits better up against the side of the battery. And you've got a longer little gap right there. So I think that long bolt, which mine had a long bolt, but it was stuck over in the side, and that short one was in here. I think that they might have got swapped at some point. Okay, so it definitely does go that way, because when you cinch it down, it kind of slides down the ramp there and holds the battery in place way better. So that's good that that's fixed, because there's no telling how long it hasn't been that way. Yeah, battery's in.